Laura, happy Black History Month. For me, Black History isn't just about thinking about the contributions of Black and ethnic minority people 1 month for the year, but rather it's about integrating diversity and difference into my everyday life. However, what this month does do, it allows me time to reflect and to pay tribute to my family who came from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, and they brought with them the different ways of life. They brought their food, their music, their art, their culture, their ways of thinking and understanding with them. During this month, whilst it's normal to take stock of these pains, trials, tribulations, and happy times sometimes, we must never forget that there are people today who still face discrimination, and we must unite together to stop this discrimination. We must do our best to address issues of inequality and prejudice faced by some of our peers, friends, and colleagues.
What Black History Month means to me is a celebration of Black culture and Black history through multiple forms, including music, art, theatre, drama, cuisine and literature, to name but a few. Some of my favourite authors, including Andrea Levy, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Zadie Smith and lately Bernardine Evaristo, Booker Prize winner, celebrate Black culture and history in their writing, bringing something special for all of us. Black History Month is an important celebration and also raises a question about why Black History Month is still needed. It links to Black history not being shared, taught and celebrated in the way that it should be, and only recently we have seen this in how Black Lives Matters and young people have demanded changes and recognition for the impact of Britain's colonial past on the present. As the famous Caribbean historian Professor Stuart Hall has said, there is no understanding Englishness without understanding its imperial and colonial dimensions. That is why we still need Black History Month, to deepen our understanding. Thank you, Lucille Allen, Middlesex University.
Hello there. Hi, my name is Herbert. I'm a senior lecturer at Middlesex University. October is all about celebrating Black History Month. Black History Month, for me, is about promoting, celebrating Black history, our culture, and achievements of Black and minority groups. Most of the different types of music we have come to enjoy have been influenced either directly or indirectly by Black culture. From reggae, rock, blues, Motown, R&B and hip hop. All of these have been directly, indirectly influenced by Black culture. Now, African American musicians developed so many of these styles, such as rhythm and blues, in the 1940s. And in the 1960s, we know that soul performers had a major influence on white USA and UK singers. As we celebrate Black History Month, let us pause to remember everyone who has paved the way for us to enjoy music as we know it.
Black History Month to me is an opportunity to educate myself and learn about Black history and culture. And some of the ways that I like to do this is through music or recipes or books. And I think this should be celebrated all year around, not just once a month. And diversity and inclusion is something that we have to celebrate every day of our life.
Hi everyone, my name's Diane Apiakubi and I'm one of the department's senior lecturers in social work. For me, Black History Month is a time to make a particular effort to learn more about key figures within Black history and to celebrate their achievements as well. One of the ways that I've been doing that has been by attending online talks, online seminars, and then sharing some of what I've learnt with others. So I would encourage you to do the same. Make an effort to learn more about the ethnic background of your Black and Asian colleagues and friends, attend some of the online sessions that are on, and I hope that as you learn more about Black and Asian history and culture, that you can then share that with others as well. For me, one of the key things that I think helps to make our communities kinder and nicer is a better understanding of the different cultures that make up that community. And so I think one of the ways that we can do that is by sharing our knowledge of those different cultures, which I think helps to break down some of those stereotypes that are out there about different ethnic groups. So I would encourage you all to consider doing that this Black History Month.
My name is Rena Papadopoulos and I'm a professor of transcultural health and nursing at Middlesex University. My message for all those who've suffered or are suffering injustice is through asking this question: what is the purpose of all institutions which are there to make sure that injustice does not prevail in the world? And my reply is, there is no purpose, just words. Pronouncements, documents full of words that have no meaning to the powerful, who do not know the meaning of respect, human rights, and they have no decency themselves. The poor, the small, the powerless will continue to be trampled upon by the powerful and the immoral. But a day will come that power will have no meaning, and the only meaning of power will be that which will come from the virtues of compassion, kindness, genuine love for our fellow human beings, simplicity, and respect for nature. Stay strong.
For me, Black History Month is very important. It is very, very important, and it means a lot to me. It is a period to celebrate our common humanity and at the same time our own diverse backgrounds, such as Black, Asian, you name it, everybody's background. I am originally from Ghana, and I see it as being a period to celebrate Black achievements, both past and present. I also see it as being a time to encourage people to learn more, to educate themselves about Black history, both the past and also what is happening, all the achievements of Black people. And I, for one, I really cherish the culture that I'm living in. At the same time, I cherish my own background, my culture, and I celebrate it almost every day in terms of the things I read. I read a lot of interesting novels by Black writers. I like reading the autobiographies or biographies of some Black people, eminent Black people, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Chinua Achebe, all those writers, and they really do inspire me, because that is one thing I myself would like to do in the future. So for me, Black History Month is a time of celebration of all people's culture. That's it.
Naomi Bennett, she is an agency nurse. She loves her job. She didn't get moved around the hot areas like all the other nurses. And she didn't get the protection she needed like all the other nurses. What she did then, she hooked up with some nurses in the same boat. They set up equality for Black nurses. That is a grassroots movement and has now over 500 members. So join the movement, get active, and celebrate Black History Month.
photographer, thinking about what Black History Month means to me. For me, it means the end of slavery. It means equality. It means career progression. It means equity. It means treating people with dignity. It means opportunity for debates and dialogues on how to prevent the reoccurrence of what our ancestors and forefathers, went through. We need to stop the Black brutality across the nations of the earth. We must continue to celebrate the Black History Month. We are not where we used to be, but we will eventually get there.
Hello, my name is Danielle Collins, and I'm a senior lecturer in mental health nursing. I work in London and live in London. This month is Black History Month, and it's an honor and a privilege to celebrate the contributions and the excellent role models that I have had throughout my life and career living in the United Kingdom, living and working with excellent nurses from the Caribbean community. And also later on, when I qualified as a nurse and working in the NHS, I have worked with some amazing African and Caribbean nurses from African and Caribbean descent. It's an absolute pleasure to celebrate their wonderful contribution to British life. I was inspired to train as a nurse. When I first came to London around 30 years ago, I was living with a Black Jamaican family, and they are friends and their family. They've become a family over the years. We're still in contact. I was inspired by them to train as a nurse. They brought me into nursing and nurtured my development and talents, but also I was admiring the achievements that overall our colleagues from the Black and ethnic minority groups have achieved over the years. Their amazing contribution to nursing, to quality of care, to research, and excellent leadership. And it is important to have time in the year, like October, to look at the achievements and to look at the significance of recognizing excellent leadership, skills, innovation, and talent, particularly for colleagues who are not visible due to their skin color. Black Month history has significance for all of us as citizens to celebrate. And thank you for this opportunity to contribute to the video. It's an honor. Thank you.
I'm from Middlesex University. There are two mental healths. Black history is not just about all the bad times we have been through. It's about integrity, leadership, and determination. It's about showing your true character.
Hello, my name is Jade, and this Black History Month 2020, I want to take this time to stop and reflect. I want to learn more and celebrate Black history and culture. I hope in the future that we can celebrate Black history and culture, not just in the month of October, but all year round.
Black History Month is really important to me, not because I'm a person of colour, it's because it helps me understand what has happened before, helps me try and put things within context, but also gives me a broader understanding. In today's world, I often find that it's not what's better or worse, it's just looking at what's different. Different types of music, different types of food, different upbringings makes this place we live in such a nice place to work and live.
Hello there, my name's Helen from Middlesex University. Black History Month always triggers a time of reflection for me. As I was growing up and whilst in education, I didn't really get a huge amount of knowledge and understanding in regards to culture and diversity and Black history. So as an adult growing up as a mental health nurse, I've always taken the time to make sure that I'm aware of different cultures, to ensure that I'm a culturally competent nurse, as I really feel this makes a massive difference, not only for the patients that I've cared for, but also for the students that I now teach.
Hi guys, this is a message on Black History Month from the short, baldy Irish white guy.
So not much to learn from me. However, I would ask people to check out the life and times of England's first £1 million football player, Mr. Justin Fashanu. He was a Hackney boy. He was the first openly gay footballer in the English leagues. He was a very proud black man, proud of his culture and his background, proud of Hackney, and he, one can imagine, battled against all forms of discrimination, not least because of his race, culture and sexuality. And unfortunately, although he was an immensely talented individual, he ended up committing suicide in 1998. I don't know the man personally. There was a multitude of factors, but one can imagine as a footballer in the 1980s how it was to be black and representing your country and the racism that he faced, but also to be homosexual, and for the abuse that was heaped on him on account of his sexuality. So check him out. If you get the chance, listen to Dion Dublin, another excellent footballer, talking about Justin Fashanu on a BBC Radio 5 podcast. It's quite emotional. So